What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Louisville. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Blitz coming, Mahomes. He's got him, that's Pacheco. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. And it sets up 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 41. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one's caught along the left sideline. Touchdown! These guys take a 6-0 lead right away. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Running for the first. Oh, they get to him behind the line and he loses the football. And it's picked up by the defense. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. He puts some juice on it deep. He's got it inside the 10. He has the touchdown. They are taking the offense off. All right, leaving him out, trying for 2. Mahomes throwing for 2. Escapes the pocket. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Second and 21 at the 19-yard line.
He'll look to throw. His pass caught by Nakua. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Setting up a throw. He has the first over the middle. Space on the right. He's got room. He does it. Touchdown. The Dragons reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch a run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they'll have 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Play action on 1st down. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. This is complete to Schultz. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Here's 2nd and 5. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Dragons make it a one-score game. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
From the 35 on second down. Launches one deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And his guys lead by 15 now. Reed now to kick this one away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Completed to Collins. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes.
But once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing for it on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. He'll throw it yet again. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the fire. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. Back to throw now. Collins there to grab it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down. From the red zone now. Finding Collins. This down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. That's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the first row.
And he drives this forward to the 6.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And it's caught, touchdown! The Dragons trim the lead down to 9. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown! His second scoring catch of the game.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted! Picked off by Xavier Howard! And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down.
Dragons 19.
Let's make him think about returning this football.
Taini Fairbairn is set to kick off.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his work.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee it. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Trying for the deep ball. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, 3rd and short, it's a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's when they should have run instead.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back to the well again. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Into the hands of Schultz. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
The defenders are there to get him at the line. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Complete to Dell. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And they're going to have a first down. We're at the 2-minute warning of a high-scoring game so far. My goodness. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They'll throw on first. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he's going to be taken down after a long time back there. Coverage sack through and through. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 21-yard line.
Another try following the sack. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Dragons make it a one-score game before halftime. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dragons cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has his man, it's Pacheco. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be a 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that grows the lead to 5. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. He's dropping back to throw. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. Somewhat surprising interception there, Brock. You don't see nearly as many of those on shorter, safer throws like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was. Coordinators and coaches offensively look for layups, Kate. You like basketball, right? They look for layups, easy, gimmies. And in the short field, that usually is the case. But not against a defense like this, and not a defense that has the awareness of what they're trying to do.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Back to throw, Mahomes. The back's got it. Touchdown! Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys push the lead up to 12. Reed now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
He couldn't get anything there, and now it's second and goal. Mahomes. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So now, here's third and goal. Pressure coming from Mahomes. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys go up by 19.
45. Dragons 26.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 31-yard line.
Putting a receiver in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Completed to Collins. Off to the races, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone, touchdown. The Dragons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Nico Collins with the touchdown. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to try for 2. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail, it would just ring and ring and ring. It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board.
1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Here he is on 3rd and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. Still finding room past the 45. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Has the touchdown. Offense not going anywhere. They want 2. They'll try it on the ground. And he is stopped. Wow, a bit surprising after he just burned this defense. But he doesn't make it across, and the 2-point try fails. Reed now to kick this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They give it to him again. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He gets 6 on that play. And that gives them the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He'll throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This is complete to Schultz. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here.
That's good. 4-8.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Pass play coming here. Now he's past the 25. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Dragons shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. They go play action. It's Mahomes. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's second down coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up in a second.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Here's Mahomes now. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Blitz coming, Mahomes. He put everything he had into this one. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Whew, I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
A second down run by Pacheco. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll give them a first down. Looking to throw Mahomes. Forced out to his right. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It's a gain of 22, and it'll give him a first down. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Right back to Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Third down, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. On to try the field goal, Harrison Butker. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle.
Well, those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult. Now 2 touchdowns got to be scored, and that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
Reed now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Motioning the tight end now. To the air now on 1st and 10. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
What are we doing?
Trying again following the sack. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Wk12 the target on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They'll try and throw it here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And he pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Juke the defender. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They'll try to run with Pacheco. And he's in for the touchdown. These guys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra points. And these guys grow the lead now to 22 points. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 14. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Louisville. Dragons hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Oh no, they get him yet again. Nick Bolton has it. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because